Yeah, that started.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Dear friends, it's with great pleasure that we bring this program to you. We all know women's empowerment is very important, and we have been working for a long time, but are they really empowered? Where is it going? What is the modern outlook on that? To understand that, we have to start where it all started and how it progressed. And Tamil Nadu has played a big role in it. And our dear friend, poet, writer, orator, speaker, all kind of anecdotes accolades I can give. Jaya Maran from Atlanta will run this program, and I request all of you to listen at the end. We may have some time for questions. We have a special guest today. I'm very, very pleased to bring her in to our community and address us. Without any further time by me, I request Jaya Maran to start conducting the program. I welcome all of you. It is one of our achievement today. Let us enjoy and get useful information and follow. Thank you all very much. Periyar International is very proud to sponsor this program. Jaya Maran, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Soma, for introducing me very nicely. Thank you. I really appreciate this opportunity that you have given me. And I'd like to say good morning to everyone. Thank you so much for coming on a Saturday morning to hear about women empowerment. And yes, our special guest, multifaceted personality, Dr. Professor Parin Somani is here. She will give a special speech. Before that, I'm just going to give a little introduction about women empowerment in Tamil Nadu. I'm just going to share my PowerPoint so that we can have some pictures along the way. Can you all see it? Okay.
We sure can.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so when we think about women empowerment, I'm going to talk about how women empowerment evolved when and all those, going to give a little history about that. So when we look at American history, we can see that social reformation and slavery ended in northern states first and then only in southern states. So there is a kind of thinking like social reformations and the modern thoughts comes to northern part of the country first and then to the southern part. But in India, it was different. The southernmost state of Tamil Nadu talked about social reformation in the 1800s. Pandit Ayodhi Dasa, he was one of the pioneers of this social reformation. He talked about women education, remarriage, equality in the 1800s. And the leaders with him, they started South Indian Liberal Federation, which later called as Justice Party. When the party came to rule, what the party did was all these reformation thinkings, they made them into laws to benefit the people. So, in America, women got voting rights in 1920. But in India, in Madras presidency, women got voting rights in 1919. And when the Justice Party came for its first rule in 1921, it made it even better. It let everyone, without any gender bias, participate in elections and compete for legislative assembly. Tamil Nadu saw its first woman doctor in 1912, Dr. Muthulakshmi. And because of Justice Party's new rule, she was able to compete and become the first woman in legislative assembly. She played a vital role in moving the bill to abolish the cruel Devadasi system. Our superhero, Tandai Periyar, was the backbone of all this social reformation. He fought against casteism, untouchability. He taught us how to gain self-respect. Self-respect movement began. He questioned everything that was considered sacred. Manusmriti, Mangal Sutra, virginity, childbirth, marriage. He questioned everything. He said if it was sacred, why is it only imposed on women? Why not men? He asked those questions. And he constantly wrote and talked to people. He traveled to villages and talked to people one-on-one, people who were illiterate. They were immersed with these rituals, superstitions, without knowing any meaning, which was completely spoiling their life, pushing them down in the line, and made them slaves. So he talked to them and he wanted to bring them out of all those things and gain self-respect. He talked to women. He said, if someone says you are beautiful, do not ever believe them. They are telling you just to belittle you. Do not become the jewelry stands. He said, you need to study, you need to think, and you need to do social service. He said all that, not only to the society. He was an example. He brought his own wife, Nagamayar, and his sister, Kannamma, to the streets to fight for justice. So they both played vital roles and came and protested in Vaikam Satyagraha. This protest was happening to let the people who were called untouchables at that time, to let them inside the Mahadeva temple in Kerala. So he was being an example of all his preachings. He supported self-respect marriages. He encouraged it. Self-respect marriages was happening. Like how it happened was like with no rituals, with no priest, with no Mangal Sutra. And the marriages were happening in a very simple way. So he encouraged that. He also encouraged remarriages, widow remarriages, because during those times, there were like about 26 lakhs of women and little children who were widows. Even 600 one-year-olds were widows. So the remarriages were needed and he encouraged it. And he also fought for property right for women. Not only preaching, he made it practical at that time. There was not even a law then, but he made it practical. On the self-respect marriage stage, he asked the man to write half of his wealth to his spouse. So he literally fought for everything. And those days, a lot of self-respect conferences and women-only conferences were happening. These conferences were organized and conducted, led by women completely. And women were keynote speakers of these conferences. In one of the conference, bunch of women, they joined hands and they gave him the title of Periyar, which is the meaning is the great person. Periyar meaning great person. And we also fondly call him Tandai Periyar. Tandai means father. Why we call him Tandai? This is the explanation I have. Even our own biological fathers, they wanted us to listen to them. They did not want us to think for ourselves. But Periyar wanted us to think on our own and make decisions for ourselves. That's why we fondly call him Tandai Periyar. When you meet a Tamilian, notice their last name. We Tamilians, we do not have our caste names as last names. And Tandai Periyar was the main reason for that. During those days in 1920s and 30s, having a caste name as the last name was very common in Tamil Nadu. And even Tandai Periyar had it like that. His name was Mr. Eve Ramasamy Nayakar. And he boldly removed the Nayakar part from his name in his magazine Kudiyarasu when he wrote the articles. And since then, we started removing our caste names as last names also. So this is what Tandai Periyar did for, through the self-respect movement for women empowerment. He brought us all the way here. Now, where do we have to go? For some reason, it is always told even today, freedom is given to women. Education is given to women. I object. Freedom is our birthright. We have to have same education, same opportunities, same salaries as men. That should be available to us. We don't want to get it from anyone. But The world, that is the fact, but the world is still hesitating to accept the fact. That's why a bunch of people are sitting in a room in a Capitol building and writing laws for a woman's body. That is why abortion laws are still struggling. So we need to fight, holding hands, lifting each other, supporting each other, becoming a great power, Shakti, and fight for our freedom to make decisions for our lives, for our body, for our career, like men, without any hesitations or a second thought. Like Tandai Periyar said, we need to fight for equality and nothing but equality. Thank you.
Jaya, introduce our speaker, please.
Yes. So now I am going to introduce our speaker. When I read about her bio, I was so impressed by the mottos of her life. She says, "It is my aim to serve the humanity until my last breath." That's what Tandai Periyar wanted too. And by working together, we can create positive global change. These are the two mottos of our chief guest, a beautiful human being, Professor Dr. Parin Somani. She is the director of London Organization of Skills Development. She is an author, humanitarian, banker, independent academic scholar and educator. And of course, she is a motivational speaker. Professor Dr. Parin Somani holds more than 30 designations contributing to social betterment. She has also published more than 30 research papers on various interesting topics, including gender equality, women empowerment, education, literature, and COVID-19 impacts. She herself is a cancer survivor and gives motivational speeches at Geetanjali Cancer Hospital in Udaipur. Professor Dr. Parin Somani has also been recognized in World Book of Records 5 times for various works. She has participated in beauty pageants and won the titles 5 times. Due to the immense humanitarian work she has carried out, she has been honored with an honorary doctorate in humanities from the International Internship University. Dr. Somani was awarded numerous multi-international and national awards. I am so honored and privileged to welcome such talented, selfless human being, Professor Dr. Parin Somani, to today's meeting. Dr. Somani, the stage is yours. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for a wonderful and a kind introduction, Jaya Mehran. It's so lovely to see you. Am I seeing you from USA or you are from India?
I'm
Where
in
are-
Atlanta.
Oh, in Atlanta. Okay, wonderful. I was just in the US couple of weeks ago and I literally have come back. So it's so nice to meet you,
Nice to
Dr.
meet you.
Soma, and everyone who are on the line and off the line listening to me. Thank you for a kind introduction. So let's go into the topic, and if you can put the PPT and then
Yeah,
run
let
through,
me
yeah?
share my screen.
Mhm.
See it?
Perfect. Done. Thank you. I'll say next so you can
Yeah.
change it. Okay. So now, um, I wanted to say a very big thank you to Perira Organization International USA. I want to say a big thank you to Dr. Soma and Jaya Maran and each and everyone who have worked hard and to make this institution a stronger and get me involved and be the part of your organization in Perira International in USA. So it is my honor to be with you today and to talk about something that affects us all in our day-to-day life. So women empowerment, the modern outlook is completely different what it was in 19th century and 18th century. The time has changed and we all have to work with the time. So whether it's going through education or a work opportunity or simply having the freedom to make our own decision. So empowering women isn't just about improving women's lives, it's about improving the world. We have seen the undeniable impact of empowered women globally, but there is still some work has to be done, and especially in changing in the mindset, and breaking the cultural barrier. Next slide, please. Can you change the slide? Yes, excellent. So what is woman empowerment? No, number 2, second slide, yeah. So what is woman empowerment? We keep on saying woman empowerment is doing this, doing that. What is this? So what do you mean when we talk about woman empowerment? Do you want to write some messages on the chat boxes while you are there? And then I can get some messages. I can read out through the messages if somebody's like, if you would like to write something. Or somebody can just switch on their mic, and we'll make this session very interactive. We just don't want to be a one-way traffic. We want you to be part of it. So we'll start with Jaya. What do you think about women empowerment? Tell me about that.
To me, women empowerment is being able to make our own decisions for our life.
Yes.
Even within the family, without
Absolutely.
any hesitations, without any second thoughts. That's it.
I agree with you. Okay, anybody else would like to write any message on the chat boxes? I can look at the chats. You can see what have you got on the chat. No, there's nothing on the chat. Anybody would like to write, or if you want to come on the live screen, we can talk.
Hey,
Yes,
this is Rajnikant. I think women empowerment is equality. So I'm equal, a woman is equal. So there is no difference between any genders.
Yes. So we are making very the voice should be heard for the women empowerment. The voice, what we want to, because we want to make a better place. Because remember, as a woman, we are not just a woman, just a person. We are a mother. We were started with a baby, like a daughter, then become a mother, then become a daughter-in-law, then become a mother-in-law, then have got so many titles as a woman has got. And plus, we are heavily working for the family. Plus, we go out and do our things. Like, as I was thinking about my own story, that how I survived of my cancer, there's so much about me. If you just Google my name, just say Parin Somani on the Google, you will see a lot of things about me, a lot of stories you will listen, because I've gone through so many challenges in my life, and still my aim is to help as many people. In 2010, it was my second attack of the cancer where I was about to die. But what I did, instead of sitting in a little corner and worried about, oh my God, what do I do now? How am I going to cope with my life? No, I took a step ahead. Okay. And what I wanted to change the world. But I can't do it. I want people like you who can be part of my journey, and we can work together and we can make a lot of difference in the society. That's what, as a woman, empower means. It works as per that thing. So if I'm talking about, okay, right now we all are going through so many different challenges, especially in the COVID. Like, you know how the man used to go to work, women used to go to work, but when everybody were in the house, there was so much kit was going on, so much problems were happening. People have mental disorders, so much we have gone through, but it's okay. As a woman, we help each and everybody. Do you agree with me, guys? Yes? Is that
Yes.
right? We help each other.
100%.
Yes, we
Absolutely.
help each other. And we make sure that nobody's upset. We try our best to do everything possible, because as a woman, we want to do something. We want to do some change. Next slide, please. So, in the essence, it is about giving women the power, the right to make a right choice about their lives. It means providing access to education, number one, healthcare, very important, economic opportunities, and a social equality. But it goes beyond just opportunity. It's about women being able to live their lives free of stereotypes and societal pressures. Now, women empowerment, as it is the core, it's about freedom, freedom to live, freedom to speak, and freedom to dream. Next slide, please. So I want to ask each of you today to take a moment to reflect. Don't do anything. Wherever you are sitting, whatever you're doing, I want you to reflect for a moment. What does woman empower means to you, and write it, like, like I already said, that just think what we have discussed just now. So it is different to each individual. It may be very much different to me than you, even though we are also on the same level, but still it's not the one what you are thinking or I'm thinking. Me, woman empowerment means providing women with the tools, opportunity, and confidence to realize their full potential in every aspect of life, whether it's a personal or a professional or a societal. It's about breaking the barriers, breaking down the barriers that have historically marginalized women, challenging stereotypes and creating environments where they can see that they can thrive as a leader, innovators, and a decision maker. So women empowerment is not just about equality, but also about recognizing the unique contribution of women that they make in the family, in the society, in the community, and valuing their voice. Very important. Valuing that voice in shaping a better, more inclusive world. It is fostering resilience, independence, and a sense of agency, where women have the freedom to make choices and support to achieve their dreams without limitation imposed by gender. It's very important. And I am a true believer of it. I think even a man and a woman both are working in the same job. But what's happening right now? Because we are in the same job, however, a woman wants to do something, we can't do it because we are being pressurized. We want to do it, but we cannot do everything because the company push you down. Why are they pushing us down? Because they don't want a female to do better. Do you agree with me? Do you feel that way? Okay, because I work with international level and I work many countries. I've traveled 127 countries, and I can tell you, I can wow for it. Even even the husband. Yeah, I'll talk about yesterday. I was speaking to one of the mayor of the London yesterday because we have the event coming up in Harvard University on the from the 6th till 8th of December 2024. And I was just talking to a mayor. This is a live example. And he said to me, "Oh, Parin, I'm Dr. Somani. I would love to come for your program in Harvard." I said, "Oh, that will be lovely. But I'm thinking of bringing my wife." I said, "Oh, that's fantastic. I would love to welcome her." And she said, "Oh, no, don't worry about her." I said, "No, I'm going to invite you as one of my dignitary, as a chief guest, or something. I'm going to be inviting you because you are a big person. As a mayor, I'll respect you. But when you're bringing your wife, I'll respect her, and I will also bring her as a dignitary." "Oh, no need to add her name in the book." I said, "No, I would like to add her name in the book for you." And "Oh, no, don't do for her. You can just do for me." Can you think? Just think, this is the live example happened yesterday that the mayor said, "No, just put my name, not her." Anyway, he has not given me his name. But when I receive his wife's name, I am going to tell him that, "Hold on, I'm very happy to have you on my list, but I'm very happy to welcome your wife because she's a mayoress. She is a mayoress of our community in London. So why would I not have her as one of the dignitary? I understand you are the big boss, but we need to make sure we need to recognize mayoress too while she's coming to Howard University." Can you see? Can you see how the world is, how the man thinks about themselves? It's very difficult. But as a woman, We want to empower other women. We want to bring all the women around the world. And you know what? The good news I would like to share with you that as well. Next year, like how the Mr. Pereira has done this conferences for the women, and where he got the title, London Organization of Skills Development, we are doing a big conference just for the women empowerment on 8th of March in London, 2025. So if you think that works with you, and if you want to be part of this journey as a women's conference, please do let me know, or do let Dr. Soma know. We would love to welcome you, all of you, in London conference. And that is on the 8th of March, on a Women's International Day. And on the 9th of March, we do have a Cambridge conference as well. So we can talk about that. But what I mean to say, this is something, how women touch power is so much close to me. I work with three different projects. Number one, education, very important. Number two, women empowerment. And number three, youth. Youth are our future. Without youth, we cannot do anything. That is very important. That three important. Education must. Number two, women empowerment. Without women, nobody can do anything. Without us, we are the backbone for each and everybody's life, whether we are in the society, whether you are in a professional work, or whether it's a personal. Without a female, world cannot be there. Would you agree with me? I know I'm not being bragging about myself, but I'm telling you, yes, it is true. And I'm getting the messages that you are really a champion of the world. Yes, I'm not the champion. Everybody, every woman in the world are the champion. And we want every woman to be like that. And I want Jaya, I want you to train you. And because I've seen what I was hearing the story, I was going behind the back screen, and I was checking about your organization. I know Dr. Soma sent me few information because I'm a little nosy to know what exactly you're doing, because I'm a person, I want to help people. I just don't want to waste my time to do anything if there is nothing happening. I want to help so many people around the world, and I'm looking where I find a platform where I can do something. Why not? I've been invited 3 times as a TEDx speaker. Why? They paid for me. They invited me. Times of India, which is a big paper in the India, they invited me to give my story. Why? Because they saw something. So I want every woman to have a beautiful story where you can share the story. And we also have a platform called LOSD, live talk. TEDx are doing talks. We also, our company does the talk as well. So you can come and share your beautiful story. Doesn't matter, man can be part of it, but this is a platform which I'm happy to give to all my women around the world. Let's talk about that, and let's go to the next slide now. Okay, so impact on the societal change, impact on the global societies. So woman empowerment has a ripple effect on entire societies. As I talked about it, when women are empowered, economics thrive, for the communities, that flourishes, and the peace becomes more attainable. So for example, studies have shown that the countries with a high level of women's empowerment tend to be stronger economics, lower crime rates, and a better public outcomes. And I'm very sure, I'm talking to the people who are from USA. I just been to, I was in Maryland, in Washington D.C. on 22nd of September last month. I arrived on 16th of September, and I was there until 23rd of September for a few days. So when I received the Peace Award in the Maryland, and that was all the women. And I saw the strength of women, female, in the United Kingdom. No, sorry, United States have more stronger views. Of course, UK women's are very strong, but I felt that US women's are also strong. So it's nice. It's lovely to be the part of the journey of each other's world. So, but beyond statistics, let's talk about it. Empowerment transforms lives in a small villages around the world. For example, women are now starting businesses using nothing more than a mobile phone, just on a mobile phone. This is simple tool has given them access to markets, knowledge, and financial independence. That was previously dubbed down. This was pressed down and unthinkable. These women are working on it, and these women are showing us that when we empower women at the grassroots level, the results are beautiful and transformative. Next slide, please. So, the cultural perspectives and the stereotypes. There are challenges. I'm talking about the challenges perception. So, despite the progress we have made, many women still face significant challenges due to deep rooted stereotypes. So, around the world, women are often looked down upon by men, assumed be, to be the less capable or deserving of opportunity, which I gave you the example just now. What I felt about the mayor talking to me yesterday. So, even today, these perceptions persist in a different forms. For example, a woman might be told she can't lead a business or pursue a career in engineering simply because of her gender. Why? And it is not just the obvious discrimination, sometimes the limitations are more subtle. Women are often expected to juggle their career while managing household, and if they fail to meet these responsibilities, and if they fail to meet this impossible expectation, they are judged more harshly than male counterparts. I'm sure everybody has experienced that if you do anything as a female, if something has gone wrong in our plate because we are stressed, we have got a lot of things, and if you have not, oh my God, we have to complete some work and we have not completed, the family, because everybody has got the family, whether it's a mother or whether it's an in-laws family, they'll come with, hold on, you're supposed to finish this work and you have not done it. Why? What has stopped you to do that? Why does the question comes to us? Will it that question comes to your husband? Will the mother-in-law will ask your husband? Will that mother will ask his own son? No. They will only have a counterpart of asking the daughter and daughter-in-law and the female. Why? Because the expectations are too high from us. Obviously, we are ready for it. And we all are ready to fulfill their expectation. But we have to juggle. And we only want the respect. We want our respect to be maintained as a female, what we are doing. Next slide, please. So, cultural pressure and emotional suppression. So, now let's talk about the emotional barrier. Huh? Let's talk about that. I feel that women in many cultures feel pressurized to hide their emotions. Society teaches them to expressing vulnerability or struggles might lead to judgment or rejection. I'm very sure that many of us have been in the same situation or have seen this firsthand, whether it's in our own lives or in the lives of women around us. In families, communities, and even workplace, women are often discouraged from sharing what happened within home or expressing their personal challenges of fear, societal blackfetish. They are fear. They have got a fear in them that, oh my God, society will talk about us. What are they going to be talking about me? Fearing the societal black lashes are always going in our mind. But why? Why are we stopping ourselves? Why are we having the stereotype way? Next slide. So, what stereotypes have been seen about the women in our culture? In many cultures, including my own, women have often been subjected to stereotypes that confines their role to a traditional expectation. One common stereotype is that the women are primarily caretaker and homemaker, limiting their perceived value to family responsibilities while downplaying their potential in professional or a leadership role. There's also the notion that women are overly emotional or less rational, which is used to undermine their decision making abilities, especially in a position of power. If some cultures in some of the cultures, the stereotype persists that the woman should be submissive, prioritizing, give priority to the needs of men and society over their own ambitions and desires. So these cultural narratives can hinder women's growth, enforcing biases that restricts their opportunities and freedom, even though countless women have proven themselves to be stronger, intelligent, and capable leaders across a diverse field. Let's go to the next one. So how does the stereotypes impact the way women live their own life? What I would like you to do, I would like you to think about it, okay? Think about it. You can write the messages on a chat, but also write something down. When you finish my presentation, think, how do these stereotypes impact the way the women lives their life? Okay? I don't want any answers from you, but I want you to think about it and how you can improve it. This is your homework to do, okay? Next slide. The role of education and family. So, empowerment starts at home. Do you agree with me? True? It should start from us. So, woman empowerment, the empowerment does not start when the women enters the workforce or when they pursue the higher education. It starts at home in a childhood. The way we raise boys and the girls plays a critical role in shaping the future. In many cultures, boys are often raised with the belief that they are the superior to girls. Oh dear me, why? These gender expectation carry more into the adulthood, and they try to make a cycle of inequality. This is why it is so important that we teach children from a young age that male and females are equal. They need to grow up understanding that no one is above or below the other. When we raise boys and girls to view each other as equals and as a friend, we break down barriers before they even have a chance to form. And I'm very sure we all are going to work on it. We will work on it. We'll make a difference. I know that. Pariyari organization and Dr. Parin Somani will work together. And yes, we can change and we can help the society. Next, please. Let's take a moment to think about our own upbringing. How were gender roles presented to you when you were a child? Think about it. How that has shaped your views on equality? So let me reflect on my own personal thought, what I felt about. Reflecting on my own upbringing, gender roles were often presented in a traditional terms where men were expected to be the breadwinner and the women the caretaker, managing household and nurturing family. This clear division of roles shaped the environment in which I grew up. Certainly, suggesting that certain opportunities or behaviors were more appropriate for one gender over the other. However, as I grew older, I realized the limitations. These expectations placed on a woman, including myself. This awareness shaped my view on equality, fueled my belief that everyone, regardless of gender, should have the freedom to pursue their passion, talents, and ambition without being restricted by the societal norms. It made me advocate for breaking down these gender biases and working towards a world where roles are defined by individuals' choices and capabilities, not by outdated convention. So I was very fortunate that if I can tell you, talk about my little story, that I was very fortunate that when I was a young girl, I had an opportunity to be a TV presenter at Ahmedabad Doordarshan. So at the age of 19, I was a TV presenter in All India Radio. I was giving my talks on the All India Radio Akashwani. I'm sure the people who are from India back home, they'll remember there was a popular radio station. All India and Ahmedabad Doordarshan was one of the place where I used to do my programs there. I was very lucky that I had an opportunity, and my parents were very good to me. They allowed me to do. And at the same time, when I was realizing about the barriers, I used to write the articles in Gujarat Samachar, which was a very popular newspaper, and till this day and age, the papers are popular. Gujarat Samachar, Sandesh, Jai Hind, Jansatta, they are the popular newspaper where I used to write my articles on a regular to show to the society, guys, we need to change. At the age of 19, I had an opportunity to write books. And I wrote one book, and the book got very success. My publisher told me, I'm going to do more books for you. And I thought he's going to charge me. I said, listen, I'm not working at the moment. My position is not that I can pay you at that time. So my dad said, why would you even say that? You have an opportunity. I'll pay for your publishing. So the publisher said, no, her book has gone very successful. I don't want anything from her. You can write more books. I've written 11 books. And my 11 books got published at the age of 20. That was the barrier change. That has made me say, yes, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Next slide, please. So empowering women in a different sectors. So today we see women excelling in a variety of fields like doctors, engineering, journalists. But what about the women who aren't as visible as what we are? What about the woman in the rural area is underrepresented communities who will struggle, who are still struggling with the cultural expectation and the gender norms? The key to be a true empowerment lies in reaching these women, not like talking and just doing superficial thing. I don't believe that. You need to go on a ground level, go to the grassroots. What Dr. Soma is doing is going to the grassroots and bringing all of you together. The common women who are still who are subjected to the cultural pressures and limitation. It's not just about highlight the success of few. We need to empower all women around the world to achieve their full potential, regardless of their background. See, I'm a public figure. I have been doing this speaking for many years now. Okay. My intention is that my talks are professional and I have a charges for my talk. However, when I go to any organization like this, I completely waive off the charges. I don't charge. Every 30 to 40 minutes I speak, I'm charged $899 plus my flight expenses if I'm in physical event there. Plus there are other expenses are involved. My hotel, my transportation. However, whenever I go to any organization where there is a community work going on and where there is my interest, I completely waive and in fact, I help them. Why? Because if I'm going to be helping one person today, that one person will help 10 other women. And that 10 women will help 10 more. We have got hundreds and it has become thousands. That's what my motto is, to help. So there is no, we want a girl power, but we want a girl power with humbleness, with kindness, with honesty, and with dignity. Next slide, please. So let's discuss. Do you think we are doing enough to empower women in these underserved areas? Yes. What more can we do? If you're doing it, tap yourself, well done. But if you are just started it, that's wonderful. If you have not, think of it how you can do. How more can we do it together? While progress has been made to empower women in underserved areas, we are not doing enough. Many women in these regions continue to face systematic barriers, including limited access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunity, as well as deeply ingrained cultural norms that restricts their rights. So while global initiatives and the local efforts exist to support women's empowerment, they often lack sufficient resources. Each and a long-term sustainability to create lasting change. To truly empower women, we need more focused investment in education, vocational training, and leadership development, alongside efforts to change societal attitudes. Only by addressing the root causes of inequality can we can work on that, and we fully uplift women in underserved communities. I remember when I was invited in this conference for the women's conference, and that conference was based on the peace conference because 21st of September was a Peace International Day. I was one of the chief guests for that event. They invited me from London to go to Maryland. Why? They know there is something. They ask me, Dr. Somani, give us the idea. How can we do this? How can we form this conference? We need your help. We need your support. We did it. And believe me or not, the conference went so successful. Okay, I just literally have come back from Geneva. There was a program happening in Geneva straight after that conference. The conference finished on 22nd of September in Maryland in Washington, D.C. And another conference was starting on 27th till 28th of September in Geneva. So the lady who was there in the Maryland, she said, oh my God, I love to have you. My program is happening and I'm one of the organizer. I'm not the organizer, but I'm one of the part of the organizing team. Can I invite you if my organizer allowed me? I said, what date is it? And she said 28th. I said, oh, yeah, I'm available. I'm not available on 27th, but I can do on 28th. Oh, that's fine. That's okay. She put things through the forward through within 2 days. I decided that I'm going to Geneva. No plan. But I can see there was something to do for me to raise the voice. That matters a lot. Excuse me. That really matters a lot. So in today's world, the conversation around the world, around the woman empowerment has taken one new dimension. As the societies evolves, women empowerment has become more and more powerful, more than just a call for a gender equality. It's a moment that is reshaping economics, cultures, and political landscape, not just in USA, not just in UK, around the world. Here's is a deeper look into what woman empowerment means in modern times. Number one, women in leadership breaking the glass ceiling. So in the modern outlook, women are taking up leadership positions at unprecedented rates, from politics to corporate boardrooms. Women are not just participating, they are leading. And I'm sure many of the women in your group are the leaders who are the business entrepreneur, who are doing the solo entrepreneur, who are helping the family, who are helping in the field of education or in the family business. Yes, I know that there will be the people there. However, while there has been a progress, women still face challenges like the infamous glass ceiling. We need to shatter it down. Let's shatter it together, which limits how high they can rise in leadership. Challenges in leadership. We as a women leaders often face biases, microaggressions, and pay inequality. For example, despite women's rising presence in leadership, studies shows that they still hold fewer than a quarter of executive position in a major companies globally. Not everybody gets the opportunity. And if they do get it, it's only the quarter. We're talking about 20 to 25%. Rest, 70 to 80% still the men are the boss for the women. They are in the leadership role. We need to take that role. We need to help the man to support them as well. So we all are equal and we can help more people. The solutions, what I understand, is the mentorship and policies. So empowerment comes through strong membership program, that support women in a leadership. Support women in a leadership really helps a role to support each other. But how do we do that? That is such an important thing, and that is what makes a difference in the life. So, I'll give you a very small example. The woman empowerment, we can run the mentorship, we can support, we can do the membership, we can do a lot of things in a leadership and promote the equalitable policies that ensures women have the equal access to the opportunities. There is a very nice case study which I'm going to briefly go through. This is a case study. This is just example I'm giving you. Jacinda Ardern, the former Prime Minister of New Zealand, became a global symbol of compassionate and effective leadership, proving that the women leaders can thrive and create tangible impact in a traditionally male-dominated field. Next, please. So, number two, the number one, as I told you, you remember the number one, woman in leadership breaking the glass ceiling. Now, number two is economic empowerment and a financial independence. So in the modern world, women's economic empowerment has become one of the pillars of development. Economic empowerment involves giving women equal access to jobs, resources, and entrepreneurships and opportunities. Financial literacy, that's one of the part. More and more women today are being educated about financial literacy. Learning to manage money, investment, and savings. This is crucial for their independence and for breaking out the cycle of poverty, and especially in the lower income communities. Another aspect is a woman in entrepreneurship. So women-owned businesses are growing rapidly, contributing trillions to global economics. I never thought of being a CEO of the company. I never thought of becoming a director of London Organization of Skills Development. I did not want to do anything. I was scared. Seriously, I was scared woman. I was working for the Lloyd's Bank for last 24 years. And that is a reputed bank in the United Kingdom, working for last 24 years. All of a sudden, frick of a second, something goes change in my mind because I was being given a deadline that I'm not going to leave anymore. And I'm only here for a few days, a few hours, and that's it. My life is ending. Can I have a next slide? So that has given that woman entrepreneurship. That has helped me how I can do. And I was being asked by one of the gentlemen coming up to me and say, Dr. Somani, we need somebody who can help us out to open this organization. That's where my organization started. I did not move forward because I was scared. Yet women entrepreneurship faces significant barriers, such what I'm facing myself right now, such as a limited access to capital, mentorship, and a network. Another part is a technology as an enabler. With the rise of the digital platform, women have a new avenues to enter the workforce or start businesses. For instance, e-commerce, digital marketing, and online platforms like Etsy and a Shopify. Shopify and Etsy as a thing have empowered women, allowing them to reach global market from their own homes. We don't have to open an office. We don't need anything. London Organization of Skills Development run on online. We have an office, but everything is done from the different countries. So we have a staff from the UK, US, Canada, Africa, India. People are sitting and doing work for us. And we gathered to a live program. That's what it is. So, for example, in Africa, women can run a micro business, are thriving thanks to mobile banking services like M-Pesa, enabling women to save, invest, and build their business with ease. This is a game changer for women in rural areas. This is very important. How we can have a game changer for women in the rural areas. I can't work on my own. I need you. I need everybody to be part of this mega change. Next slide, please. So education, that's the third point. Education and a skill development. Key to empowerment. Modern empowerment strategies emphasizes the importance of education. Access to education is one of the most powerful tools in the empowering women, as it enables them to gain the skills needed to participate fully in the society. So global progress. If you look at the global progress in the woman, in the girls' education. So over the past 2 decades, global efforts to improve girls' education have been a significant results. According to the UNESCO, more girls are attending schools now than at other times in the history, and especially in developing nations. So how does that work? So one is the STEM education for girls. In the modern context, there is a strong push for girls to pursue education in STEM, science, technology, and engineering and mathematics. Despite being underrepresented, more women are breaking into these traditionally male-dominated fields. Engineering is also for the female too, my dear, not just for the man. This is a crucial message we can give because STEM industries are among the fastest growing sectors globally, and women's participation ensures their involvement in future technologies. So another one, which is a very important, which I always consider is a lifelong learning and upskilling, even though we all the matured sitting and listening to me today. But remember, lifelong learning is important. We need to upskill ourselves, otherwise we'll be left behind. Beyond formal education, women empowerment today also focuses on a lifelong learning and a continuous skill development. That's what London organization is doing. Whatever the gaps were there, I have put everything in this organization to fill the gaps. With the fastest changing world of technology, women are encouraged to keep upskilling to stay relevant in the workforce. Next slide, please. Social empowerment and advocacy. So the modern outlook on women empowerment also involves social empowerment, where women have the power to influence and change societal norms and laws. This encompasses advocacy of women's right, social justice, and equalities. Under that, I would be addressing the gender bias violence. Social empowerment includes tackling and a gender bias violence and ensuring women are protected by law that are enforced. Moments like Me Too, we should take care of ourselves. We should have something for our own self too. We should go and do our nails. We should do ourselves to make sure we are happy. If we are happy, we can take care of the family. Me Too have brought attention to sexual harassment and abuse in both private and a public sphere, showing how empowered women can challenge system of abuse. Another thing is reproductive rights and healthcare. Access to healthcare, including reproductive rights, is another key element of empowerment women in today's world. So women must have a control over their bodies, and having access to healthcare services like contraceptions and a mental care and a maternal care is a fundamental to all well-being, to all their well-being. Another is very important is advocacy in a policy making. So women are increasing involved in a shaping public policy, whether it's through holding office or influencing from grassroots organization. Empowering women is something to participate in policy making ensures that laws and system better reflects the needs and concern. So for example, in Iceland, policies promoting gender equality, such as equal parental leave for men and women, have drastically improved gender equality in the workforce, creating a more balanced to families and professional life for both men and women. Next slide, please. Thank you. So if you look at, if you're thinking about the where to start from, like when we are thinking the challenges and the changing cultural norms in many societies, traditional genders and roles of the women are still in limitation for the women empowerment. However, traditional way, if you look at it, but in the modern world, is seeing a cultural shift as more communities are beginning to recognize the importance of the gender equality and rethinking a long-held stereotypes. So media representation, if you look at that, the modern portrayal of the women in media has significant impact on empowerment. Today, we see women being portrayed as a strong, independent, and as successful. In contrast, the stereotyped themselves in distress image of the past. So representation matters as it shapes the perceptions of both man and a woman, helping to normalize the idea that women can lead and succeed in any field. Man as allies. Another crucial part of modern outlook on empowerment is the role of man as allies. Why would you say that? So women cannot be empowered in isolation. Men must also be part of the conversation. Why? Because by educating boys and men on the importance of the gender equality, we create a society where both genders work together to eliminate the discrimination and equality. For example, countries like Sweden have more significant strides by implementing policies that promote gender equality in parenting and the workplace, highlighting how man involvement in gender equality efforts can lead to more empowered society. Next slide, please. This is sectionality in women empowerment. So in the modern world, there is a growing recognition of the concept of intersectionality. This term refers to the interconnected of nature of social categorizing, such as race, class, and gender, which creates overlapping system of discrimination and disadvantage. So understanding diverse experience, women empowerment isn't just one size fits all approach. Women of different race, ethnicity, religions, and socio-economic status experience women empowerment differently, facing unique challenges based on their background. Modern empowerment effort seek to address these complexity and promote inclusivity. So empowering marginalized women efforts are now focusing on empowering women for marginalized groups, including indigenous women, women with disability, and women from LGBTQ and communities. These women often face additional layers of discrimination, and targeted efforts are needed to ensure they are not left behind. For example, in India, empowerment programs aimed at Dalit women who belong to one of the most marginalized group focuses on education, skill development, vocational training, and leadership development to break the cycle of caste-based discrimination. Next, please. A global movement, a shared responsibility. In a modern world, in a modern world, women empowerment is no longer confined to a small groups or religion. It is a global movement that is reshaping society at every level. While there is a significant progress, there is still a long way to go and ensure that all women, regardless of their background, are powered and are empowered to reach their full potential. Empowerment today means breaking barriers, challenging norms, and creating inclusive environment where women's voice are heard, valued, and respected. It is up to all of us, women and men, young and old, in every corner of the world, to champion this cause and work together to create a future where gender equality is not just as an aspiration, but a reality. Next, please. Solution to women empowerment challenges. This is more like a changing cultural norms. So cultural norms are some of the hardest barrier to break. Em Empowerment needs to start the community level where boys and girls, men and women are taught to value each other equally. This means fostering open conversation about gender equality in schools, at home, and in workplace. Means each it also means that changing the narrative about that women can achieve. We need to replace old restrictive beliefs with the new inclusive ones. Economic independence through technology. Technology has become a key driver of empowerment. Women in many parts of the world are using technology to start businesses in their home, access education in their home, and connected with the global market from their home. Why? Because of technology. These advantages are making a difference in the woman's life, and it is possible for a woman even in the remote villages to break free from the traditional role and take charge of their own future. Building support and networks. Another important aspect of empowerment is the creation of support network, whether through mentorship program, community groups like this group, or a professional associations, or having a support system is essential for women's growth. This network provides guidelines, encouragement, and a sense of solidity among the women facing similar challenges. Next, please. How can we build? This is a very important question I'm going to tell you. How can we build a stronger support network in our communities or workplace? So, this is just a call out action for us to do. Promote. How can we promote? There are 3 different actions I have given you. Number 1, cultural shift. Number 2, personal reflection. Number 3, take action. Next slide, please. Now, this is my message to the world, not just to you. If you go on a Google and search for Parin Somani and go to my videos, you will see all this, whatever I've been talking about, all these messages, you can hear me and you can implement, and that will really help you. I've written a book of 540 quotes of my personal experience, which is already in Amazon as a bestseller book. You can go and look at that book. Listen to the quotes. Think about and do the reflection on that. So in conclusion, to call out action. So true woman empowerment isn't something that can be achieved overnight. It requires a fundamental shift. How can have a fundamental shift when people are not even thinking of it? Hold on. Are we awake? Are we there? It requires a fundamental shift in the way we think about gender and equality. And this change must begin within our families and communities, groups like this. We need to ensure that girls and boys are raised with respect for each other. And that idea of one being better or stronger, being stronger than other is eliminated. We need to raise generation of children. We need to raise awareness in the generation of children who see each other as equal, capable of achieving anything regardless of gender. And this shift applies to both Eastern and Western society, as empowerment is a global challenge, not a regional one. Final reflection and a call for action. I would like to leave you with one final question for reflection. What will you do differently starting from today to contribute to women empowerment? Whether it's changing a conversation at home, supporting a woman in your community, or advocating for a policy changes, every action counts. Women empowerment is a collective responsibility. It's not just for me or Jaya to do it. It's for everyone. Men are or a female, women who are listening, who are off the line and on the line. It's a responsibility for everyone. The world is upside down, but you know how to turn it back around. You are the future, the master of your own destiny. When people around you are unwell and hungry, power and money you make alone is immaterial. We want to be part of the wider solution, not the problem. But how can we do that? I have three messages to give you, to share with you. Number one, believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, the world will believe you. World has become very small. Look at you. I'm from UK. People are from India. People are from US. We all are working on the same platform. Nothing in life is constant. Even a caterpillar changes into the beautiful butterfly. So you know that. You all have the strength to create a positive change and inspire others. Do not be afraid. The world has faced previous challenges, war, disease, political unrest, financial crisis, but we came out resilient and stronger than before. We learned from the past and created a better future. You can make this country prosperous again. Number two, follow your true instinct. Do the right things. Do not forget your ethical values. Be kind, be humble, be generous, be fair, be honest. Don't cheat anyone. Help each other. And number three, be the person that builds bridges between societies, between families. Respect diversity, background, ethnicity, social, political, or religious lookout. Remember, this is our country. You can change the future. You can all make a positive change on the society at large. Start with the family and friends. Let's work together and create a world where everyone, regardless of a gender, is regardless of gender, is empowered to create a full potential. Thank you very much for listening to me. I'm very sure you have taken something from me today before you leave, before you go of the session. So my motto is to help you, to guide you. I wanted to say this is my organization, and I would like you to invite you to be part of London Organization of Skills Development. We do conferences, global research conferences. We do journal. If you want to publish your paper, I will do free of charge. For anyone who is listening to me today, I will make, just put it down as Pariyari institution of your company organization name. So I'll remember. Whoever comes through this presentation, just give me the name. You can give it to Dr. Soma or you can give it to Jaya Marin, and we collect the names, and anybody who wants to publish their papers, we will do completely free of charge. If you want to be part of our book, there is a one book coming up, very beautiful. I don't know whether you would like to be part of that book. Is a gratitude, a book of gratitude. If you want to be, please connect with me. My email address is there, Dr. Parin Somani at gmail.com, or you can connect with Jaya, or you can connect with Dr. Soma. They can give me the name and we can connect you to my organization where you can write. If you want to be author, we can help you. If you want to write any papers, we can help you. If you want to learn any skills, we can help you. You want to be part of the conference, we can help you. You want to be part, our company works with the three different universities. I'm a PhD speaker. I've done 2 PhD and I got a 6 honorary doctorates. Why? Because what I work for the community. So now we are working with 3 universities: Harvard University, Oxford University, and a Cambridge University. Oxford University and a Cambridge University is the UK-based university. Harvard University is based in the US in the Boston University. We are coming down from the 6th till 8th of, 6th of December till 9th of December. We have a big program happening at the Harvard University. We have got too many activities. We have a podcast. The company is doing the LOSD does the podcast called a Skills Live. They are doing a Skills Live talk exactly like a TEDx are doing. We do the retreats as well. So whatever you want, I'm happy to support you. Also, one other gift I would like to give you. I've given you one gift as a journal. You can write the paper and I can help you. I can honor the papers, but you have to follow the guidelines. If you are interested, connect with your organizer, and that organizer can send us the name. We will send you the guidelines follow the guidelines for the paper, for the research paper, and we can publish that paper. It has to be high standard. If there is something you need a support in writing the paper, we have got the scholars from the Oxford University and Harvard University and Cambridge University who can help you, who can support you to write the paper, but charges will apply for that because you are asking them to do the work. If you ask me to do any work, no charge, everything free for you. But when we ask the company has to charge you because this is a company. But anything, if I can be any part of your work, anything if you would like me to do, there is no charge at all for anyone, for any work. Whatever is in my strength, I can support you. One other thing I was thinking that, it will be really nice for you as organization, you can do a courses. And if you can work together with the London Organization of Skills Development, I'm not promising you, but we can do something like a certification for them to do some courses, and you monitor them on your local level. We monitor them on the online level, and then we can do a felicitation either in London program or in the US program, and we can help them. And that will really help you to support how you can support your organization. We can give you the certification as well on this program for the London Organization of Skills Development, attending the course, or you can be the speaker of the course. You can be the mentor for us as well. So there are a lot of things where you would like, I will leave a thought with you to think about it. And if you think that interests you, we can certify you your courses, and we can help you how you can grow your company, how you can grow your organization. Thank you very much. It was really nice of you to having me here. And I'm very thankful to Dr. Soma for connecting me to Parara International US organization. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Somani. What a great, heartbreaking, such a heartfelt, inspirational speech. Like, it is so good to hear, empowered women talk to other women and want to feel empowered and make them empowered. So that's what we felt. You ended with the question, what are you going to do differently for women empowerment? So you made us think a lot, and a lot of people are sharing their thoughts in the comments, like, you digged into our hearts, and such a great speech. And you being an example, you offered a lot of services for women empowerment at the end of your speech. Thank you so much for coming to Periyar International and talking about women empowerment, and which was the Periyar was our great pillar for women empowerment in Tamil Nadu. And we are so happy and great that you came and talked for us. Thank you so
Been to
much.
Tamil Nadu many times actually. I've been to Tamil Nadu, I've been to Coimbatore, I've been to the colleges and universities as well. Um, Dindigal, one of the place called Dindigal. I've been
Yeah,
to that
Dindigul.
college there. They invited me there. I've connected to few people. Then I've been to, give me some names of Tamil Nadu. Oh, Pondicherry. I've been to Pondicherry, and I've been to Chennai. Oh my God,
Chennai,
Chennai is my
okay.
second home. I
Mm-hmm.
always go to Chennai for many, many reasons. So it's not just India. I'm connected to whole world because I'm a speaker for the university. So
Mm-hmm.
which helps me to grow myself. It gives me a purpose of my sense of living back because I should have been gone. I should be dead in 2010.
Yeah.
But I'm still alive. I lost my vision. I become blind in 2000 and I'm still alive. Why? Because I'm writing a book on it. Don't let your hope die. That is one of my books. I published 23 books. Last book just came out on the leadership at the Cambridge University, got launched. With me, there was one other author from US, Martha Davison. We both have written together. I like to write the books in a joint because sometimes I I can say my views, but I want second woman to be part of it. So then when we write together, it makes a lot of difference. And because we have found a really good writers, good scholars, they charge me. It's not free, I'll tell you, they charge me, but it's not too expensive. They only charge what, £100 for a chapter? It's nothing. And if two people are sharing, it's £50 each.
Yeah.
Nothing. So I think because now I don't have much life to live. I have a limited life to live. So in this limited life, I want to do a lot for the society. But how do I do that? It's only by working together and bringing all the associations, all the organization work together, we can do that. In Cambridge University, when we did a conference in August, we did 5 different MOUs with 5 different institution. We are growing. We are doing too many MOUs. This is just example. This is the so we are happy to work with you. If you want to organize a program, do you do the live programs or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We do international conferences. Yeah.
Exactly. So when you do the international conferences, do let me know. If I'm available, I'm not promising you anything because my diaries are booked from now till July next year. But I do have some dates available on and off, like few days here, few days. And, to do this date, ask Dr. Soma how long we booked it. And still I was telling you know what, today I was supposed to go out, but I rescheduled my program. Today I was supposed to visit some institutions, but I said no, because I could not change the date. And because when I'm in travel in the car, I can't talk the way I'm talking to you right now. I have to be stable in one place to talk properly. So that gives more understanding between our organization, between you, and I can give you as much as I can give. So
Thank you very much, Parin. Thank you very much. Do you have time
Thank
for a couple of questions, or are you busy, or do you have
no,
time?
no. I have given my time to you now. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here.
Okay, thank you, ladies. Couple of questions, quick, please. To the point, quick.
So I have a question, Doctor. So I think it's a great service you're offering. I might take you up on, trying to write up some articles or a book. So thank you for that. And I have a question. Like you talked about how we have to educate the men as well, for women to be empowered, right? So I'm trying to see if there are any programs that where it starts little younger, like school children age. I think we have to like start from the very beginning. It's like to unlearn something is much more difficult than to actually teach them right the first time around. So are there any actions, like maybe like that you have thought of, maybe any kind of programs that teach the young like how to be, like a man or a woman, like do you see what I'm saying? I'm wondering if there's
Yeah.
something like a big program. I feel like that is where we all have to go. That's where we have to start.
Sure. First of all, I would like you to welcome you in the London organization. If you want to write the article, if you write the article, and if you're going to give me the paper for the research, no charge. I'm a chief editor for the publication. I can slip your paper in, no problem. I promised everybody, whoever is available on this call today, whoever is 20 or 22 people who are present today, you give me a paper, I will publish, no charge. But if you want any things written by the London Organization of Skills Development, the charges will apply. But I will try my best to use my discount, whatever I can help you, I'll do everything. Because for me, I want more people to go in. So I always tell my company, I always tell my team, you need to be reasonable, because see, we have to outsource the people. We have to pay others. If you
Got
ask
it.
me to do anything, nothing charges. I will, I work 21 hours a day. I only sleep for 2 hours or 3 hours. That's it. Every day. I don't sleep more than 2 to 3 hours because I have got too much to work. I don't have enough time to work. So I keep on working and I keep on living on a life which other people can be inspired. Like today, I've inspired to few of them, maybe not 20. Maybe not all 22 people may be inspired with my story, but at least 1 or 2 people will be inspired. That 1 or 2 people will make multiply to 10, and 10 multiplies to hundreds, and hundreds will go to thousands. That's my message. Okay, so connecting to the books will help you. Our scholars are brilliant and they write so beautiful articles because they are from the high class university like Oxford, Cambridge University. Okay, so that will really, really help you. Also, regards to the question you have raised, it's a fantastic one. You know why? That's what my message was. And I'm so glad. I don't know how to talk, how to say your name. I'm not able to pronounce it.
It's
And I
okay. You can call me Tamar, like the language Tamar. Yeah.
Tamil,
Yeah.
Tamil,
Tamil.
Tamil,
Yeah.
yeah. Tamil, are you the housewife?
No, I work for a company.
Okay, you work for a company. Okay, so I think we need to start from the home. So London Organization of Skills Development do certain courses, how we can bring it to the children. So we train you and then you train them. But they are the courses which they are running. But it's like you need to bring a group of people. If you bring like a 10 groups of people, 20 online, and we can do the courses for you. It's a chargeable, but please don't worry, as long as I'm there, as long as I'm alive, I want to make it very positive. It may be like a admin charges because they have wanted to give you the certificate after you're finishing. Whatever is involvement on the admin side, we'll do that. But if I have to deliver anything, my cost is completely free for you. That's my promise to you all. Okay. Because universities pays me a lot of money. I get a lot of money from the universities and different organization. But organization like you, I want to be with you. I want to support you. I want to bring you up. I want to lift you up. And I only can lift you up if you all are ready. So if you create a group of 20 people, 30 people who wants to do the course, there will be some admin cost, very minimum will do. And we can run the courses and you go to the schools at your level and do that. That could be one option. Other option can be there are some courses. We do the courses on a, it's called a, like a Netflix. We have a skill flex courses. If you have got any courses or if we have got any courses, we can add that courses on LOSD platform where you can earn the money in your sleep. You make the courses ready. We help you to make the courses and then your courses will be sold out because everybody wants to know this problem. Everybody are worried about the future generation. That will help you. In your sleep, you are sleeping, but somebody is buying the course from us. And then
She's one of the board of directors of Periyar International, and she had her 50th birthday recently.
Oh, congratulations. Wonderful. You are too younger than me then.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Parin.
Wonderful.
Okay, Daisy, it's your turn.
Thanks, Jaya. Thanks, Dr. Jaya. I don't have any questions, but just few comments. It's a great speech, Dr. Parin Somani. I'm very glad to be part of this conversation. It's a nice presentation. And still in 21st century, we are in a situation to fight for women's freedom is awful. However, I'm glad that we are in a right path to climb the rights. Thank you so much. Once again.
Parin, she's running a big Tamil program, TV and radio show. She's one of the pioneers in the women's movement in the United States.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Doctor. So my language.
Daisy,
I'm in
California. Daisy is from California.
California. Do you know what? I got couple of invites from California, but I still have not made my way down. I was in Maryland, but it was quite far from Maryland to California. It was quite long. And I said, you know what? I would rather come specially for you because then my Geneva program happened just like that. So quickly in 2 days, I need to prepare. I can't go on a stage like that. I have to prepare. It takes me time to think what I want to give it to my people there. Every crowd is different. But if you would like, lots of people have worked with me. If there is something you would like to know more about me, Daisy, I'll be happy to spare more time with you. So whatever you want, I'm happy to do. But I can't speak Tamil.
Thank you, Dr. Samani.
Parin, you won't believe we have a lot of women lieutenants, generals in the United States on women's rights and Periyar movement. They're all in IT field and other fields, and they're all giving time and effort to propagate our message. Thank you very much. Your slides were fantastic. I cannot think how you made those slides in such a short time. They were really fantastic. Thank you.
So glad. But you know what? I would always say, okay, when we women get together, what happens? We get more strength.
Yes.
And when we get more strength, we can do better work. So UK and US bring together, we bring other countries together. So if you do decide to do any programs together, please connect with us. Please let us know. I'll be open to anything, whatever I can support and help anybody in the world.
Okay, thank you. Now, like Dr. Soma said, all the women here are empowered in their own way. And we are going to see another one who was the pioneer, Dr. Saro Ilangovan. It's your turn. Please ask the question, Dr. Saro.
Hello. Good morning. Good evening. wherever you are. Can you hear me?
I'm in the UK right now, and it's a 4:33 in the afternoon PM. I'm in
Oh,
London. I live in London.
okay, good. Yeah, I was immensely pleased with your talk. I haven't heard about you before, and now we had the opportunity. The thing is, when you were visiting in south part of India, you mentioned many colleges, but please do visit Periyar Maniammai Engineering College. It started just for women.
Can you believe that Pariyari Engineering College have invited me to do a lecture at the university? It was last year, but some reason my programs were clashing, so I couldn't attend it. But yes, that Pariyar, when I saw that name, I said, oh my God, I do remember. And when I was looking on my messages, and I said, wow, this is the same company. This is the same name. I can see that. I think they may be associating with that company. So I can see what you're telling me now. So that is association between you and that company, correct? The organizing.
It's a college. It's
College.
engineering. Actually, it is a university. It's a
Yes.
deemed university, and that was founded for village women. Village first graduates, first time women graduates were coming into the college. That's a specialty. Now they opened for both men also into the, and they are getting educated about more equality and equal rights, women's importance in politics and everything. So that's a very, very special college to visit. I just recommend.
Now, have you been there? Do you normally go often there?
Yeah. We have
We will
every
arrange
year
that.
we visit
Parin,
India.
we will arrange for you to go there. Thank you.
Because I do go there, but after that, because I said no, because I was not available. I'm a person, I will never say no for anything. Unless and until if I'm overcommitted, I cannot if I'm booked here, I can't go anywhere else. I have to be at one place. So I said no, but after that, I did not hear from them anything. But please connect with them. And if you want the students or if your children or university people wants me to do some talks or anything, they want to associate with LOSD, I'll be happy. In fact, I'm going to India near Diwali time. Near Diwali time, I'm going to be in India. So if there is something they would like to do, I'll be happy to do that. I don't know where my screen is going.
Okay.
I suggest next topic for you maybe politics, women politics and world peace. Please,
Just
the current state of affairs, women have to have a big part. I'm sure Kamala Harris is taking the torch, but I don't know how how it's going to pan out. But women has to go into politics to correct all these problems.
Are you in favor of Kamala Harris?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
One.
No matter what.
Parin, she is my life partner. She is teaching me women's right.
Okay.
No. I'm learning from him. Okay. So
is your wife?
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful woman. Beautiful, pretty one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Too. All the women are pretty. Beautiful.
See,
Yes.
pretty comes within us. Pretty
Yes.
is not outer look. You have to be inside. If you know my story, my half of my face is not me. This half of my face is reconstructed. If you look at this side, it's different. And if you look at this side, it's different. This is my cancer part. This is skin is not me. It's reconstructed. My lips are reconstructed. My teeth are not mine. I'm wearing some boxes, dentures, and inside in my mouth to have a facial look that I look good, because as a public figure, you have to look good. But there was no plan when this was happening. This was already done. There you go.
Oh, sir.
You look beautiful to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
My hair, you are seeing my hair. This is not my hair. I'm wearing a wig.
Wow.
It's
We
okay.
appreciate very much. We appreciate very much. Yeah.
Very positive. You are very positive.
And that positive aura has helped me to be here.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Yeah,
Thank
you're
you
being
for
a great example. Wow. Okay. So each and every moment is very, Okay. So let's
I
go
would
to
like you to
Rajinikanth.
invite you if you are able to come to Harvard conference. Please do let me know. We'll do something for you. It's a chargeable. Conference is not free because nowadays nothing is free in this world. Even to breathe the air is we have to pay for it. Okay. But if you are interested, if you want to make a group of people come as an audience, or you want to be a speaker, if you want to be part, yes, I will try my best, whatever I can do. But come with more people. Make the part of and Harvard University is not a joke. It took us 3 years to get our place because initially they invited me to be a keynote speaker. And when I saw Harvard, I said, oh my God, to be a keynote speaker at Harvard University, it was a privilege for me to be one of, I was so happy. And then I decided from that day, when I get something to do, I want to bring more people there. I want to bring so many people who can be part of this university too. And that's what my mission was from 3 years. And in the end, went through. So if you think that works with you all, please do let me know. You can come in a group of men, women all together. I'm not sure how far are you from Boston. This is in Boston, yeah? So
No problem. We'll be there. We'll be there. Thank you.
So do update me on that. Yeah, then
Thank
we can
you very
plan.
much. Yeah.
Okay.
Jaya?
Yeah,
any
yeah,
more or
thank you.
Finish?
So Rajinikanth has raised his
Yeah.
hand. Can we go?
Yeah,
Just
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Professor Parin.
Why don't you
I
put your
have some
screen
question
on?
like,
Put the screen on so I can see who am I talking to. If you are able to do the video live, that will be good. So we can interact as well. If not, please don't worry. But if we can do, we all can see you.
He is one of the technical leaders who is giving the technical help for us.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. You're doing fantastic job to help this organization. I have to say that. Well done. Tell me.
yeah, my questions, and I looking for some thoughts from you. So when you say equality for empowerment, I just forgot that women has many roles to play in their life than men. But what I think is like if we keep them playing that role, that will be a barrier for them to actually achieve the equality or the empowerment that we see that we are going to see in the world. So how we can utilize STEM, like the science, technology, or engineering, mathematics field, to delegate some of these from the women's life. So I, so that like it will facilitate them without bothering. Like if I'm a woman, like I have to take care of my kids, I have to do my household chores. I shouldn't be doing that. Like instead, technology or something, a institutionalized facility should take care of that, so that like I can think like what I can progress in my life without thinking about all these things. So I want your opinion on that, and like, do you offer anything towards the STEM field in your organization for empowering women like that?
So London organization runs too many different activities. Okay. So what you have suggested me, that is a very good suggestion you have given me, but that will help if we can collaborate. We can help and bring more people. Like today, you got 20 people. 20 people have heard me. Okay. So by listening, they've inspired. Okay. By inspiring, they will inspire others. STEM courses, we do have some courses in the London Organization of Skills Development. They have got how to become a speaker, how to help others, how to motivate others. There are on the health style, on education, on a woman empowerment. There are different things going on. How to be more authentic. That is one of my courses as well. How to be authentic. So, you know what, people right now, people are faking each other. People lie after lie after lie. You don't get anywhere. You do one lie, you will have 10 different lies to do. Why? Why are you lying? Be honest. The more honest you are, the more truthful you are, the better you can do. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because a truth will bring us to a stage where people will recognize you. Right now, what I'm doing, my success is only on my truth, only on my honesty. People know Dr. Parin Somani as one of the authentic, honest, ethical person in the planet. People have said many things about me. Some people have given me a title of Mother Teresa. People have given you Iron Lady. You are the person of the truth. You are the person going back in the time of prophets and Christ. You are the person who has brought that honesty in this world. Because from 2010, I'm not living my life. I have been given a life by Supreme. What is happening? I'm a living proof for the community, for the world. But really, in real life, I go through many challenges too. Family, society, people around me. People want to pull you down. But you don't pull yourself down. You keep on lifting yourself up because you be on your surrounding of the good people. You be on the surrounding of the people who are of your level. You don't want money. You don't want anything. You want to serve the community. That's the way. So yes, we do have different courses. We do have all these things and we can do many things. You tell me, what are your expectations?
Okay.
Thank,
Got it.
thank you, Jaya. What of thanks?
Okay.
Videos person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
thank you, Dr. Parin Somani, and I would like to thank everyone who came here to listen to this great person. I think she's mute.
Go ahead. Go ahead. She can listen. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'd like to thank each and everyone for being here to listen and to think about women empowerment. And what a great speech given by Dr. Parin Somani. She touched all the areas and she talked about future. She talked about we have to break the norms, like all the challenges faced by women. So such a great event organized by Dr. Soma Ayya and Periyar International. And nonetheless, I'd like to definitely thank Mr. Ilamaran Perumal for organizing all the events for Periyar International and this one. It was very clearly and neatly organized, and the person who shared Dr. Somani's PowerPoint presentation as well, and all the technical help from the team, and all the women who shared their thoughts in the comment section. And thank you all. And let us grow together. Thank you again.
Thank you, Jaya, for a wonderful introduction and wonderful coordination. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ayya.
Thank you, everybody. Periyar International will bring more programs like this. All help. Thank you, every one of you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ayya. And
Thank you all.